start my party, you know? I'm just like the bouncer.
We got a student ID. We got a problem here?
Yeah. He deserves a chance at that prize money like everybody else in there. Where he go, we go. We his new management team. It's contractual.
Yeah. CC, he's cool. Come on.
Like I said, where he go, we go.
They're all my guests.
CC, go get your brother.
Yeah, hurry up.
How is it growing up as a Van Peeble in a house with filmmakers and actors?
I mean, I gotta say it's normal because that's all I know, right? But it's fun. It's fun. I look at it as inspiration. So, yeah, my granddad, he's legendary to me, and you know he sets a great example. I just want to put my spin on the name and just, you know, create what I create.
And as for you, Mario, did you encourage your children growing up to be actors or filmmakers?
Hell no. Hell, no. I think there are 3 loves in your life.
Okay.
You know, 1, love what you do, the business you're in, try to love. Number 2, love the folks you do it with. And if you're lucky, number 3, that's big, love what you say with it. Mm-hmm. And if you do all 3 of those, you're rich even if you don't make any money. And with We the Party, you know, I was working with folks I love, for sure, family. My dad's in it, Snoop's kid is in it, P. Diddy's kid is in it, the Wayans kid is in it. You know, a lot of folks that I enjoy working with are in it. Definitely, you know, love being in that business, and I love what we got to say with We the Party. So I think that's it. Now, my grandfather was in the tailor business. Didn't mean that my dad would be a tailor. You know, it doesn't mean that Mandela will necessarily be in the acting world, but what he will get from working on films like We the Party with us is a sense of work ethic. You know, my dad always said to me as a kid, look, a lot of fathers will try to teach you to play ball. My dad can't play ball, but he said, but I can teach you how to own the team, right? He taught me how to own the movie, how to make the movie. That's big. You got to know the business. It's not called show arts, it's called show business. Once you understand the business side of it, then you can make the film you want to make because you know how to finance it, you know how to get distribution, right? So you can take that vision and hopefully put it out there. Doesn't mean you'll always win, you know. April 6th we come out, we could go, you know, or, you know, folks could come see it, you know. So we don't know what that will be. It doesn't guarantee you success, but it does mean that you ultimately are taking the hit, the blame for it, and if it goes well, you know, that too. So
how was it getting into his world? Because I know he inspired you, but getting into your kids' world, being part of their culture and the dances and the music. So how was it like? It was mad fun. You should have seen this joker trying to teach me how to Dougie.
We won't show you that.
I was like, can I see that?
We had mad fun. I mean, you know, I love hanging out with them. Tell them how we went out to the spots and stuff.
So, this was a while ago. Me and my siblings wanted to start going to clubs, and we were tired of house parties. They get shut down early. They're overrated. So we go to him, we're like, hey, Dad, can you bring us to a few teen clubs? And he says,
hell no, unless I go with you. And they were like, no, you can't go with us. That's not going to happen. You know, you can't roll it with your dad. So then my son, I call him Mandela Two-Slap, because he's like the one that negotiates with me. You know, everybody else is like, yes, Dad. He's like, no, wait a minute. So he said, why don't we, why don't we dress you up and you could be like our ancient bouncer, like a member of our entourage, and not be our dad. So it's called going out incognito. So I went out incognito. We went to the clubs. They were listening to, who were you listening to?
YG, a lot of YG, a lot of Rejects, New Boys.
And then we called Pink Dollars, and we got them all in the movie. Yeah. So that was cool to go out to the clubs with your kids, you know, and write the script, and then get all those groups in the movie, right? And then shoot it over the summer, create a bunch of summer jobs, get all these kids who need to work in the summer, you know, from Crenshaw and locally, and like make it real, so that, and really let them talk the way they talk. That was mad. I wasn't like you said it was like the funnest summer
I had.
It was a blast. It was like camp, and I was the camp counselor.
I've been bugging him for the sequel.
So it was mad fun, really fun. And then having my dad in it too, you know, it was real cool. And then, you know, getting it to drop a little knowledge in it. You know, it's like, you know, not just, you know, you take House Party, you know, which was mostly black kids, and Breakfast Club, which was all white kids, and say, now we can 2012, we're gonna have We the Party, because the party's not outside of us. It's not what you buy necessarily, or what you drive, you know, or what house you live in, the party's inside, we the party. You know, so that's where the title came from. And then the irony of timing, you know, that in our movie, We the Party, one of the brothers that, you know, can get misunderstood happens to be your brother wearing a hoodie. Do you know what I mean? And then his character, tell him what your character does, Mandela.
My character actually has to get to know the guy in the hoodie. And it's great that I don't prejudge him because he ends up being a really conscious person. And, you know, you got to see the movie, but he does help me out in some way. It's just a really good message not to judge people without knowing them.
How we doing here?
Not too good. I think we got it under control.
Oh, do you now?
Yes, I do. Thank you for your time, officers.
Dismissed. Come on, we can get you your next class. Come on, let's go.
You know, I bought a speedboat with the money I made in overtime chasing little black boys like this. Little punks who think they've got everybody fooled. Sad but true. I'll see you when you're 18.
Not if I can help it.
Well, apparently you can't.